Oh, I guess it'd be helpful if I actually turn the music on. Oh, that was my bad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stream, the self-indulgent painting stream that we all know and love. All right. So I had a bit of an epiphany last couple of days because I was looking at this model. Oh, let me just adjust my chair 1 second. I was looking at one of my models, right, which I'm basing the color scheme on, and I never particularly. I thought like the corset being like a brown leather was pretty nice. However, I'm thinking about it for the new sisters. I'm going to try a slightly different paint scheme. I'm actually going to try the white. So the corset is actually just going to be pure white. And that way we keep to basically three main primary colors on the model. So I think that is actually going to be rather fun. And if it doesn't look right, again, it's just white. So like it's easy to paint over. So yeah, I'm thinking for the normal Battle Sisters, white as the corset color, because I know like a lot of people like to make the boob area the same color as like the power armor, because technically it is part of the power armor. But I did the green and bronze highlight, so like I think like having like a white hero just look nice. It just look nice. All right, and I did put basically a few base coats on some of the sisters already, just a green base coat. On the cloth, which some of them look really nice, but some of them will, again, as you see, there's a few gray spots, or it's like it's too heavily grayed out. So we're just going to go and have to go and do a few more coats on some of these ones. And then they will look good. Or at least like the green color would be like really popping. So I don't know if you can actually see it on camera. And like if you see it like up close and personal, you'll see that like there's like a gray tinge to the green, which again that's just the spray can that he used, which is a Mechanicus gray, as you might see. I know it's kind of hard to like, even when I spray it, like it's kind of hard to tell like an unprimed and a primed mini. But yeah, all these minis are in fact primed. I just like using a gray color because it is a nice base. So you need more green, you need more green. You probably don't need green. And you need more green. Alright. You as well. Screw it. Before I also forget, I'm actually going to go and set up my second light so you guys can be a little more brighter around here. Luckily that's close by. There we go. So we have a light from the left and a left, yeah, perfect. A right from the left and a light from the right. All right. So, the green, of course, fuck. It's an angel green. Already I'm dropping stuff. Yeah, a very typical stream. So, by Vallejo, which I understand that they're having a bit of trouble. A bit of trouble at their factory, so I'm probably going to have to run to the hobby store at some point and stock up on Vallejo, because I've actually really started to like the paint. Like I was like a Citadel guy, like because I tried Army Painter and I just didn't like it, and then tried Citadel, really liked Citadel, and then took a bit of a gamble with this Vallejo, and Vallejo has been working out rather nicely for me. So super happy about that. All right, just gonna have to move my desk around just a little bit. Yeah, perfect. And now we paint. Just adding a few more base coats onto everything. Blank moment. I make it. Let's go. Oh my god. Hey buddy, how's it going? It is, I think it's super late for you, so I appreciate you jumping into the stream. I nearly overslept and woke up. We never... Oh, sorry, super early for you, yeah. Well, I mean, I did, actually, yeah, I did schedule the stream. It's actually 5 in the morning. Jesus Christ, that's dedication. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. I will probably do a second paint stream later today, much later today, on the, I guess, proper European/Asian hours. But no, I thank you very much for your dedication and support. Fine member of the regiment you are. And I'm actually just going to finish before I completely forget, because I don't forget to do this when it comes to the normal videos, but every time I do a live stream, I always forget this damn thing. Because the members of the regiment are the reason why I stream. Well, not painting stream. These are completely self-indulgent. But the members of the regiment that I like to thank are Brinson Colbin, DS, Cold Hitter, Galaxy Nano, Guardsman Miku, Quinn Gillis, Volley, Dylan Ripley, W. Killmeat, Juan Pablo, Liz Q, Paznik, Josh Russell, Panzer LH, Lunawint KA07, Profile, Chris Hess, The Vito, 1999, Celtic Drago, David Sibilian, M50 Ontos, Durex, Thomas Novik, Mick, Solid 30, Pro 711, Herens, Rodriguez, Alfonso, Balls, Harangi, Cassie Castor, Stu Daddy, Conan Vernon, Du Perez, Colvin Whittingham, Zephart, Angel of Hell C, Timothy, Fiammi's Rangers, Sachin, 31820, Mithrani Grandari, 5872, Codex, Zels Bubbles, Otto von Bismarck, Joanne Castro, Dale Nobick, Lee WH for the Emperor, ATC Kurt Nispel, Aroki Samagata, Bako Dozo, Jamie Gunclaves, Non-Authority, Smalltown, C1 Tank, SSSB, Sir Jellybean, David St. Laurent, Burr 69, Brock Shepard, John Aswell, Nightlord AI, Perry von Gotten, David, No EA Malu, and the 118 unknown soldiers who have joined the regiment. Thank you all very, very much. And thank you, Blank Moment, for joining the stream. I get a kick out of that. Like, I know, like, some people have actually, like come up to me and be like, hey, like, you know, when it comes to, like, YouTube algorithm and stuff like that, like, you shouldn't do this at the beginning of your videos. But I'll be honest with you, I enjoy it. Yeah, it's like a little personal touch. Because I know, like, a lot of YouTubers just have, like, the name just scroll by at the start of the videos. And I'm like, well, you know, I got the time. I can say your name. I mean, if you like me enough to subscribe to my channel and watch my videos, I certainly have enough time to call you out. And thank you. Although I will admit that I'm looking forward and dreading the day where it just becomes too long for me to say. I'm going to have to drop it. This is gonna be a very sad day. It'd be like a father, like, picking up the child for one last time, knowing that they're getting too heavy and they can't pick them up anymore. All right. A lovely, lovely angel green. Perfect. Fix up some of the green on this one. I know I'm basically painting the rosary green, but I really just want to get around the sides. And again, like, I'm going to be painting over it with a bit of a thick white. That bone, that nice cream colored bone white that I do enjoy so much. It would be funny to have an entire stream where you only say the names of new subscribers. Honestly, I think if I get like super big, I'll probably like do like. Oh damn! I forgot her boobs. Oh wait, no, she didn't have boobs. Sorry. If I ever get like super big, I probably would be like at the start of the stream, just like take 5 minutes and say like every subscriber name that I can. Because there's a lot of like unknown subscribers, which are like they're private subscribers on YouTube. So like I don't actually know, like I can't find out who their names are. Which, it's a very strange feature that YouTube has. Not gonna lie, I don't know why they have the feature of like unknown subscriber. It's like why, like why would you want to hide that? Because it's not like I can ban people or anything else like that. Like it does nothing. It's just something just weird that YouTube does. Very, very strange. Although speaking of banning, I found yet another Signalis artist that has banned me on Twitter. Oh, sorry, blocked me. I think I'll be honest with you. I think I'll start like collecting and like headhunting them, and just see how many Signalis artists have actually like blocked me throughout the time. Because it's like it sucks. I do like Signalis art. I really do like it, and then like. I'm like, oh, this is a great art piece, and then I try to like it, and it's like, oh, it's all blacked out. I can't like it. And it's like, oh, this artist has blocked you. I'm like, ah, oh, god damn it. You know, you make one joke about the lesbian robot. It really is. It really is. The more that artists block me, the more powerful I become. And more the urge to actually like put money on the shitpost. And like make Ulster into a loving wife with a loving husband it grows every day. I know. I'm still waiting for the death threat. That's when I know I reach peak. Is the death threats. But honestly, Signalis has kind of calmed down for the moment, so I'll wipe off the excess here. I think Signalis is I think the fandom may have ran its course. You still see like the odd fan art here and there, but like, yeah, it's much fewer than Fallout portraying. I think it's one of the reasons like, not one of the reasons, but like, Joe Tastic has moved on to like mouthwash that in that community. So I think that because one of like the main content creators has moved on, the content kind of like slows down. Yeah, just people move on. It's been a few years. It is a single player game, and like for a single player game, the community certainly has legs. But like, I don't know. It's like with any other fandom, it kind of gets self-absorbed, and like the community kind of like looks into itself as there's no new content being produced. and then it just everything becomes rehashing. Like that's kind of like the problem with the Signalis, where like a lot of people, I know a lot of people get turned off because like they think like the game is only about lesbians, and like that part is actually it's only like the motivation for the character. It's not the overarching theme. But like it's a thing that like a lot of people like jump onto when it comes to fandom content and stuff like that. So like it unintentionally puts people off. And honestly, like the scene, I mean, it is and it isn't because like it did have like a hugely dedicated fan base, and the game was successful too. Like it's honestly, I really wanted to stream that game at one point. Um, but yeah, no, like honestly, it is like unironically like a great game, and I guess on one hand, you just have to respect that so many people have joined it to keep the fandom live for that long. So, and to be fair, I mean, it could be worse. It could be like the Dan to Dan fandom, where like the guy posts like a picture of the manga itself, and he started getting all those death threats and the unfortunate like you guys account hacked and everything else like that. What was his name? Chibi Reviews. Yeah, I mean, at least it's not like that level of fucking bad. Absolute unhinged behavior. I'm just gonna do a bit of green on this side. But yeah, next time it goes on sale, I highly recommend. If you like Resident Evil type games, play Signalis. I think honestly, like even the gameplay is like really good. Gameplay, story, aesthetic, mood, the music. Oh god, the music, sound design, like everything just bangs. It's so good. You really tell the developers it was like a passion project for them. And they cook, and we all ate good. Yeah, it's like I know like a lot of people say that video games aren't art, but honestly, like you could not have made Signalis into like a movie or like a TV show. Like the player experience is very much key to the plot and the story. And yeah, just the tone, everything else like that. Yeah, I don't think it could actually like work as like a TV show or a movie or anything else like that, or a book, because like it does rely heavily on like your interpretation of the events. I need this a bit more green to cover the back, only a tiny bit. And because like the game doesn't explain fully what's going on. It explains like just enough for you to get like a clue and not lost, but like the kind of like the plot points of like what's going on behind the scenes is never explained to you, which makes it a really good like, I don't want to say Lovecraftian because I think it's overused, but like cosmic horror. Makes it for a very, very good cosmic horror. It definitely wouldn't be Lovecraftian, because I mean, the thing that Lovecraft does is like, oh my god, it's an indescribable horror I'm looking, I'm going insane, and then he proceeds to describe the horror in great detail. It's like, okay. Curious, but what kind of games do you used to play when you grew up? Is it the same as you were younger? Funny enough, I used to play a lot of FPS when I grew up. when I was growing up. Uh, let's see. I had the Sega Genesis, so it was Doom on the Sega, Shadowrun, which was a bit of an RPG, third person. Baldur's Gate. I played a lot of Baldur's Gate when I was growing up too. So third person isometric. Didn't actually play a lot of horror. That was much later on my teens when we actually got the N64, and funny enough, the first kind of horror game that I played and actually like really enjoyed was Resident Evil 2. But yeah, it was like, oh, also Perfect Dark. Like, yeah, it was actually like a lot of just FPS. Perfect Dark, GoldenEye, the Medal of Honor series, that was huge. Yeah, like FPS and like third person isometric. I know like a lot of like action, like how I got introduced to the Fallout series was the Brotherhood of Steel kind of third person twin shooter. And then there was the Dark Alliance, played that, and like the various other games that are like Dark Alliance, where it's like top-down action. Did the army arc of your life ruin your appetite for FPS games? No, I still like FPS. Again, like I love Fallout 4. I love like the love Fallout 4. I don't really play COD because COD it's just kind of boring and like bloated to me. But like I played Wolfenstein, the first game. I still play Jericho, which lovely game. I wish it would have got a sequel. I just got Ready or Not, which is an FPS. So no, I still play FPS, but like I think I went to more like strategy because I know I do love Total War, and then like Ostrut and stuff like that. So I think it just like not really ruined, but I guess kind of like shifted into like a different direction. Yeah, I mean that's the thing too. It's like most of them are like kind of shite. They're kind of like generic because like and they're over bloated too. Like there's just it lacks the original flavor because like I understand like stuff is expensive to make now, especially when it comes to like AAA. So like a lot of people don't want to take a risk. I'm going to do white now. So like a lot of people don't want to like take a risk and everything else like that, and like I sort of get it, but like at the same time it's just like I hate it. Oh, did I put white? No, there it is. Or is this the unopened white? That might be on the unopened white I got. Let me double check. No, this is the open white. Okay. Just going to have to shake up some of the paint. Yeah, it's just like, but like at the same time, like I found like a really nice like, I don't want to say a Mirror's Edge clone, but it's like a first-person beat 'em up. It's either super realistic milsim or extremely cartoonily impossible over-zigged movements. Yeah, I mean like, well, yeah, because like I did actually funny enough, I played the hell out of Overwatch. Both 1 and 2. Like I used to go back playing Overwatch a lot, and then didn't actually get a lot into Team Fortress 2. Funny enough. And then no, this is Rathbone. Don't need that. Well, maybe. Highlight. I'm thinking. I'll try. You know what? I'll try Rathbone. I'm going to make a test. There was actually like Mirror's Edge. Again, I don't want to say clone, but it's like a first-person like beat 'em up called Toxoplastic. Oh, Toxoplasm. And there's only a demo out right now, but like it is just super fun. So it really is just going to like looking at the indie games, where I feel like that's where like most of the creativity is at right now. And then like you can find gems there. A lot of stinkers, don't get me wrong, but like There'll still be gems. Yeah, I'm gonna try Rathbone. I mean, yeah, I mean, AAA is dead, mostly because, like, I kind of understand why it is, though, because, like, it's so fucking expensive to make something AAA, and, like, if it fails, you're losing, like, you know, like, tens to hundreds of millions of dollars just down the drain, because it just takes so much to produce, because a lot of people go for, like, a realistic style. Oh, sorry, they go for realism instead of style. And I think that's like another thing that's like been like hugely to the detriment is like people just forgetting that like style is timeless, but realism ages really quickly, like super quick. So like I feel like maybe like chasing realism isn't always the best course. Alright, this is definitely going to require a few coats. And careful painting, because these damn arms... Actually, I'm just going to paint the entire thing. Because I know if I try to paint around the buckles, I'm going to have like gray spots around them. So I'm just going to paint over the buckles, because I'm going to put a bronze on it. So... doing something a bit different. More eggshell weight than anything. I'll do one sister as a test. I don't think it's game development cost these days. I feel more but devs don't understand what the players want. It's kind of both. I think like because I mean they do have market research and stuff like that, but like a lot of it's like designed by committee and like they want to get like because there's so much money that gets pumped into it. It's very much like the movie industry, where like they only want like sequels and remakes now because like it's a known quantity. They're like, okay, we can make money on this because we're pumping like a lot of money, so like we have to ensure a turn on the investment. Yeah, it's a committee thing again, and that has to do with like public companies because they have investors they have to go and please. I mean, that's funny enough. We're talking about like Total War. I mean, that's what happened to Total War and Hyenas. Like Sega came down, it was like hero shooters are the big thing. So we're just going to pump so much money into them. And then they made Hyenas, which they were like everyone that was making it on like the middle management down was like, this game's going to fucking flop hard. And luckily Sega and CA did the right thing and completely canceled the development. The beta. They're like, okay, this is going to be bad. We're just going to like nuke it and pretend like it never happened. Unfortunately, CA, like the main office, got damaged as a result. But I think like they came out of it like kind of okay, because like there was like at least like the reputation wasn't horribly damaged. It's not like Concord, right? Like they don't have an albatross around their neck anymore. Which again, it's still bad that like they wasted $100 million on a fucking hero shooter that looked like absolute trash. You know, I'm looking at this cream color. I was doing Rathbone. I don't think I like Rathbone. I know it's only like a first layer, so you can still see like a lot of gray, like as you can see right here. But honestly, I think like a pure white is going to look a lot better. Yeah. All right. That's okay, though. That's okay. I can always drown with the Keller. Can you imagine how much more Alien Isolation Total War games we could have had? And they just killed hyenas earlier? Yeah, I mean, like, the development on, like Total War really kind of slowed down. And then, of course, they had, like, the Shadows of Change DLC, which really killed killed a lot of momentum. Well, actually, the Shadows of Change DLC and Hyenas really screwed over Total War Pharaoh, because that was supposed to be like a B. It was not supposed to be a mainline game, but they had to recoup costs, so they made Pharaoh, which is supposed to be a saga game, into a mainline historical, which not a lot of people like because there was a lot of bad will for Shadow of Change DLC and Hyenas, that like it got unfairly like tarnished because of that. And like even to this day, like a lot of like the big YouTubers won't touch Pharaoh, like Total War, like Legend of Total War and stuff like that, because like they just think it's poison. Which is a shame, because like Pharaoh was actually pretty fun, and it's like the historical title that like a lot of the historical fan place people kind of want. So it's just like, all around not good. Yeah, but like, yeah. At the same time, though, because of the massive backlash with Pharaoh and the Shadow of Change DLC, and like this, the tone deaf. Hey, Knights! Welcome back to the stream. Knight is now a famous VTuber who does the Twitch. There's an amazing run on Fear and Hunger on Twitch right now. So if you're watching a VOD, please, actually, Knight, if you can actually put your channel link in the description or in the chat, that'd be most appreciated, because he actually does good work. I don't catch his streams a lot just because of honestly timetable problems, but he actually does pretty good work. So please promote yourself. Right now, we're just doing, again, self-indulgent painting stream. Painting these sisters. I was trying to do a bit of more of a creamy egg color for the cloth, but I decided that it wouldn't look too good. It didn't look right, even with the first coat. So I'm just going back to a solid kind of brighter white. And we've got more people in the chat. Thank you very much for joining. We are painting some sisters on this holy month. Right. And we're just doing the cloth pieces because we got the base green down for most of them. Holy hour. Yeah, I was going to say a holy season, holy month, holy hour. Definitely not holy day, because it's only Wednesday. I mean, let's see, who has Wednesdays off? Like, who says thank God it's Wednesday? Absolutely no one, I tell you. Absolutely no one. Unless, of course, your favorite streamer happens to be streaming, then you have a cause for celebration. But yeah, no, Knight has done like a 9-hour stream on Fear and Hunger, which is rather impressive for someone who can only do about 4 to 5 hours of streaming. Yeah, that pure white looks just so much better. So much better. I just did 13. God, this machine. Absolute machine. He just did a 13-hour stream. How? How did you do a 13-hour stream? how's like your mouth afterwards? Because like my mouth gets tired talking for 5 hours. How's Girls Frontline going for me? A lot better now. Like I did the stream and like I did like the start on Girls Frontline is super slow. Like I was not prepared for how slow the start was because it played like a VN. And after the stream, I was actually kind of debating whether I was going to put it down or not. But like I did a few more battles, and the battles are starting to pick up, and the story is actually starting to get a bit interesting. So I finished chapter 2. I'm going to do a bit of a recap when I stream it again on Saturday. If I'm streaming it again, I'm still on the fence about that. Bit of a recap, but like the story is actually starting to get a little bit interesting. So, and the battles are starting to actually like pick up and be like it like kind of scratches that XCOM itch just a little bit. So like I'm going to keep on it with it until I think I'm going to beat the first 6 chapters, or like the chapters that are available at the moment. Because like I kind of want to see where the story is going. So that is good. Just curious, but when you finish painting this entire model set, will you buy more models to paint and keep this type of stream running, or will you stop doing it? I'm actually going to keep the stream running, this type of stream running, because after I finish the Sisters, I'm actually debating right now when it comes to purchasing another set. I kind of want to purchase another set, and I want to paint up the Sisters and then purchase the Age of Sigmar set, and then there is a second-hand model that I also want to get too, and kind of do like a model rescue. So actually, I'm going to finish up. I'm actually going to show you what my next project is going to be after I use the white, because I showed it on my Twitter, and I got like hugely inspired. I'm like, oh goddamn, I can do this. So just going to finish the white that's on my palette. Then I'm going to start posting the pictures. By the time you get to 100k subscribers, fucking, I feel like you're going to have spent like 10k on all the model sets, man. It's like people like models are expensive, but like the thing that like people don't talk about is how expensive paint can be. Because like you will buy like a lot of paint parts, like a lot of paint. Because you're like, I need this certain green, or I need this certain red. And just like, Haven't gotten around to Girls Frontline yet since I drove myself crazy finishing the series in every ending. Yeah, again, watch, you know, fuck it, I'm going to promote you. You did not promote yourself, but I'm going to promote you. I'm going to find your... Got Terror and Salvation finished, and just finished endings A, B, C, and D, which are a lot of hours. God damn, you fucking machine, you. God, where are you in? There you are. Here's your card. Twitch. Yeah, since Knight isn't going to promote himself, I'm going to promote him. So here is in the chat his Twitch channel. Please go. Oh, someone sent me a. Okay, whatever the hell that was. Never mind. Please go and like watch him. Knight actually does wonderful work. So like, please and thank you for the hearts. Yeah, like I'm not against self-promotion in this channel, especially for my friends. So like, yeah, please go and go to Twitch. But the next project, let me just save some of these images. WebP, God, I hate WebP so much. And then go on Twitter just for a moment. I know it's real spur of the moment type stuff. But to give you a hint of like what's going to come next when it comes to the comes to the my next project. Oh, that's way too big. All right. So the next project I'm going to have, as you can see on screen, is going to be the Age of Sigmar Spearhead, right? Because I already got one Spearhead, and if I can get this one, right, it's going to be, I can basically complete an army, and I can play like a proper 2,000 point game. Not like a competitive, by no stretch of the imagination, but I'm going to have a pretty good time. And the centerpiece is, centerpiece model is Yendestrel, which is a rather lovely angel of Valkyrie, which I do actually have her book. So this is the main centerpiece model. Let me just squish that down just a little bit. Something like that. Okay, perfect. So this is the centerpiece model that I'm really interested in, right? And she's like a really nice hero. And she looks cool, and again, like I read her book, and the book is really interesting, but I want to paint her because when I used to play Magic, going to cover my face just a little bit, I really liked Avacia. So like I want to paint her like Avacia, and this actually fits because Yendestrel loves to kill. In fact, her only mission in life is to kill for her God King Sigmar. So having her, instead of having like a bright angel, because like I know like she looks like, you know, like the prototypical angel paladin, but in actuality, she just loves to kill. And that is her only kind of like mission in life, is to kill the beasts and like the monsters of the world for Sigmar. So she's, yeah, I want to make her up like really bloody and like put skulls around like the bottom base there, and I think it's going to be like looking really cool, and like I'm super excited and like motivated to do this, which is always like the best way. Like I feel like when like you're painting, when you're like, yes, I'm inspired, I'm motivated, I this is going to be a nice project. Plus, like the element models, like too, in that spearhead look really nice. Like the let me show it back up one more time. If you look at the bottom there, the I can't remember what the hell they're called. But they're wielding like the claymores, the two-handed swords. I think those actually look nice, and like those are going to be cool. And then like the three chunky boys up top are the Annihilators, which are really good units. The guy in the banner on the back, I actually do have another banner guy, so having an extra one of those is pretty cool. And then plus, like the chariots, the chariots are going to be pretty fun to paint as well. So, I'm thinking that's going to be my next massive project. And then after that, there's also an orc spearhead, or like orc box set that I want to paint. But that's going to come out in probably around February or March. So it's going to be a while before that drops. So like, yeah, I got a few paint projects that's in the back burner that I really want to do. Cause I was hemming and hawing about getting the Chaos Boys, but like I was thinking, like, you know what? No. So we can have streams like this going for at least half a year, dude. We're going to have streams like this for fucking so long. Oh god, there's gonna be so many painting streams. As long as I have the will to paint, which I do, I'm going to be painting and having painting streams. It's probably going to be a staple of my channel. I know, like, again, when it comes to, like, quote-unquote view-wise, these don't do a lot because I'm not really a model painting channel per se. Like, I'm not like, say, Morty and Guard or anything else like that, where, like, they do, like, a lot of the 40K type videos, and then they also do painting. The painting stream is kind of it's a bit of off the cuff type thing. Because again, like most of my video content is Ostfront at the moment. But yeah, I just like doing that. Speaking of Ostfront, I might actually have a collab. I'm not going to say with who, but we're sending emails, and I might actually do my very first YouTube collab, and I'm actually really excited for that as well. Oh, just gonna have to paint a little bit. I know you can't see it because the base is up, but there's a little bit of gray that I left on the cloak there. So, yeah, the collab is going to be really nice. Hopefully that's going to be a good time. I'm sure it is. And then, yeah, a lot more painting streams. A lot more painting streams. And maybe, I don't know, again, I'm thinking of maybe doing... There's like 2 different types of lore videos I want to do. There is like, well, not really lore videos, but I kind of want to do like history behind the tanks when it comes to Ostfront. And then like explain the history of the tanks, and then go and like say like in Ostfront how those tanks would work and how good those tanks actually are in Ostfront. So I was thinking of doing that, and maybe with the Prada series, I'll start testing that out and doing like the Russian tanks. And then, speaking of the Prada series, that is going to be the next one, the Pravda, however you ever wants to pronounce it. Which I guess I need to learn how to actually pronounce it properly before I start the series. But yeah, that series is going to be starting about next week. I'm collecting the footage for the kind of intro videos that I do. Testing a few mods out to see if I want to play with mods. Which they're somewhat panning out a little bit. Not really. There's still one more mod that I want to check out. But I might just play base game Prada. But yeah, no, that series is going to come out. It's going to be good. Getting ready for a lot of comrade, a lot of faux communism. Which, you know, after 2 video series of absolutely shitting on Prada, I think it's just they deserve their time in the sun. They deserve the time in the sun after, you know, calling them a bunch of rats and the tank scrap and. But at least I was actually really happy about the tanks I got to use in Queen of the East, because normally I finished that campaign, I only just barely unlocked the Tiger. Oh, like I got to play with the Tiger for like a little bit. I'm like, then the campaign is done. I'm like, oh man. But like I'm really happy that I was able to unlock like the Tiger 2, the Queen Tiger, the Beast, and then the Team Rocket. That massive goddamn what the hell, Storm Tiger, what the hell it's called. It fires. One person in the comments below said the shell is 600 pounds. It's basically a naval gun on a goddamn tank. And you know what? I believe it. I absolutely believe it. Oh, damn. Alright, looks like I'm not fully done with the green yet. Actually, no, I can clean that up. I can clean that up real quick. Again, the method of cleaning up a model. As it is still wet, just put more water and dilute it, and then just suck it up with the brush. So it basically disappears. So it basically disappears. All right. Bit more of a cleanup. Make sure I get all the way to the edge. All right. Good so far. Yeah, that's a nice... actually, no, I need to still do the corset. Again, I'm starting to like the white corset. I think I've stumbled on a good idea there. A bit of a good idea. Not sure how I'm going to highlight white, though. Because, no, I know I don't think you really can highlight white, but... I think it's going to be good. The thing I'm really worried about is actually this inner guy right here. Painting him is going to be a massive pain in the ass. Alright, just putting some more white onto the palette, which you can't see. I'm going to show you the palette in a second. So we assembled the minis on Monday fully, which was nice. And then on Monday night, I just got inspired and started painting. And since this is a wet palette, I have not actually changed the water. I just put these, put it in the fridge, and just went from there. And honestly, if you're doing model painting, especially with acrylic, which is again most of the normal paint out there for model painting is acrylic. God help you if you try to paint with oil. Don't know what type of insane bastard would do that. But get a wet palette. Just get a wet palette. It's like 15 bucks Canadian. So like depending where you are, it's gonna be like super cheap. But like wet palettes are like, they're like unironically really good. I know like people are like, well, you know, there's different types of dry palettes, like, you know, there's ceramic palettes, which is again just like a normal plate, or like there's glass palettes, and like that changes things up a little bit. And although true, at the same time, I feel like the wet palette has been, by and large, a massive boon. To my painting. Because, like, I'm going to have to fix that, fuck. Because, like, not having to rush, because, like, when you have a dry palette, you really have to, like, rush, because, like, the paint's, you know, as soon as the paint's on the palette, it's drying. So you're like, okay, you really have to go. So, like, the fact that there's a wet palette, I can kind of take a little more time just to do things, especially when it gets to the higher detail. Or the stuff that requires a lot more concentration and slowness. It is invaluable. Again, maintenance of these things is really easy. All you have to do is basically let them dry out. Like, you soak them in hot water at one point, and you just let them dry out until it's completely dry. And then, because you want to get rid of the any bacteria and stuff like that. And since it is basically a sponge, all you have to do is add more water at the end if you want to use it again, and it fully, you know, goes out, basically unfolds. So, maintenance is super easy. It's super cheap. It helps you. All around, it's just good. Just good. Just a good investment. All right. just painting around the folds of the cloak. Not going to paint around the inside because like literally no one's going to see that. But just painting all the areas that I can see. And a bit more that I really can't, just in case you have the model at an angle. You're not seeing a bit of unsightly gray. Again, all you have to do when it comes to like the hard to see places is just put like one coat. Like you see where I'm painting right now. Like realistically, you're not going to see that unless like you hold the model up. But like, all you have to do is just put one coat, so like the gray goes away. Let's see, like just like in here, a simple coat. Then again, these models are not going to do any competition at all, so like we can just be fast and loose with it. But if we ever wanted to do like an angle shot, then at least we got it covered. At least we got it a little bit covered. Alright, going to have to do another coat onto the corset there, because it's a bit grayed. Of course, we're not going to keep the corset completely white. We're going to add in the there's little studs on the corset, so we're going to probably paint that copper, like with the armor, and the zipper as well. It's going to be copper as well. Well, I guess bronzed. I think that'll look really nice. Yeah, if it doesn't, that's okay. It will just be a learning experience, and that's kind of that's how you kind of have to take painting. I know, like, you want all your models to look amazing off the first go, but sometimes you just have to make mistakes when it comes to either color theory or this, that, or the other thing. All right, just like that. Sharpen up that edge just a little bit. All right, she's looking good. Going to have to do the inside folds of her sleeve before I forget that as well. Yeah, I really like the white green that I went for these girls. Really happy about that. Not going to cover the entire thing white because again I still have to glue it, the arms on, but the sleeves around the arm, it's gonna look good. It's gonna look great. Oh, I'm pumped. These girls are gonna look so good when I'm done. And then, yeah, I'll do the sleeves on her as well. Before I forget, oh, that's a bit too much paint. Going to have to be a bit careful though, because I don't want to paint over a glue point. All right. I'm going to have to just get inside the sleeves just a little bit. Just like that. Oh, there's a bit of cream color I forgot to paint over. Alright, just like that. Okay. You're rocking and a rolling. Just have to keep on, again, periodically making sure the tip of the brush is wet. Because like when you're painting, the paint will dry on the brush. and it'll just create little blotches. So keep on wiping it out, especially when you're painting for like the same color. You want to make sure the brushes are maintained properly, because like again, this brush is the Citadel starter brush, and this is the one I used for my entire spear set: 3 rat ogres, 5 Celestains, and now these girls. So like these girls have been, sorry, not these girls. This brush has been through a lot. Like I've done a lot with this brush, and if you maintain the brushes, they'll last for a very long time. If you don't maintain the brushes, like I did with my very first brush, it will quickly die out. This brush did 1 squad of Stormcast, 1 squad of Gut Rippers, plus 2 heroes, and yeah, I didn't maintain it properly, and this brush is basically dead. It's only good for shading and stuff like that now. So that was my bad. Again, learning experience. How to use the tools and how to maintain the tools is key. And then speaking of tools, I just want to check one thing, because if you guys didn't know, I have a poll on right now for Friday's stream about who I'm going to play as, and it looks like at the moment Khorne has taken the lead. It's orcs, ogres, or Khorne. Actually, I'll put a link in the community thing. Yeah, just like that. So that will take you to the poll. It looks like Khorne is up ahead. Don't know which Khorne I'll be playing. Probably maybe Skulltaker or the undefeated guy. One of the new ones. Probably not Scarbrand, because like he's an old one, and I don't know. Valkyria does have some of the new Khorne units, so technically I could play as her, but I think a lot of people have seen her already. So probably the one of the new lords. Although I'm really excited for all of them. Like all of them actually look pretty good, so I'm going to pick them up. With the Thrones of Decay, I only picked up the Elsbeth von Draken, because she's Empire, and I do love the Empire. And Makasin, which is the dwarf, because I have no interest, zero fucking interest playing as Nurgle. Absolutely none. I will never play as Nurgle. Nurgle just... He looks disgusting. He plays really slow. I don't like him. There's like nothing that interests me about that faction. Like absolutely 0 out of 10. Plus, I mean, to be fair, like Nurgle, like when it comes to like Warhammer Fantasy and like even 40k, like Nurgle is like oversaturated. I feel, because like even like Vermintide, you're fighting against Skaven and Nurgle, and then like Darktide, it's Nurgle. Like it really, like you rarely get to like fight like. Actually, you rarely get to fight Slaanesh. Like rarely ever get to fight Slaanesh on any other like third party game or anything else like that. Which is a bit of a shame, to be honest with you, because there's so many things you can do with Slaanesh. Outside of, just a lot of boobs and penises. But yeah, it's like Slaanesh, and then like... sorry, the Nurgle is like the main one that everyone goes to, and then like maybe Khorne, and then Zeech sometimes. I know the MMO had a lot of Zeech in it. But yeah, it's just like, come on. There's multiple Chaos Gods. Give us a bit more of an enemy variety than just Nurgle. I mean, again, like you can even like with Slash, you can just have them like, you know, instead of like the Nurgle zombies, you can just have them be like normal cultists because like you know there's a lot of cultists, or just be like drugged up zombies because again like Slash is all about the drugs. All right. Although I will say that I saw like one of the key art for like the Tower of Slaanesh. It's just a horse cock. It's just a massive penis. It's like in the shape of a tower. You're like, okay, that's very phallic in nature. I don't know. It's just because like I'm a male and I will always laugh at like penis jokes, but like yeah. Again, speaking of Slaanesh, in Age of Sigmar, I really do like the uh, the Arab kind of look, because like the actual like mortals actually kind of have like an Arabian like look to them. Like they have like the turbans and they have like a lot of like silks and sashes and stuff like that. So I do like the fact that like their identity is going beyond crab. And just Hellraiser and like cheap knockoff of Hellraiser. So yeah, doing pretty good. I like how they look. Not sure if I'll pick up an army of Slaanesh, but at least I do like the look of them. Which I can say that, but like most of like the Age of Sigmar range, like a lot of it has like a really good vibe, really good look. Except for God. Well, Nurgle is always boring because Nurgle is just Nurgle. Nurgle's not changing. And I also don't like the overlords, the kind of steampunk dwarves. I think they look a bit too fat, and yeah, they just look weird. Also, fire slayers, because those are just naked men. They're just, although the magma drakes actually look pretty nice, because they're just big stompy monsters. Which, glad that dwarves have big stompy monsters now. But yeah, it's just that range is just a lot of just small naked men, or semi-naked men, and just like, oh my god. Like I think the spearhead is literally just berserkers and like flame guard, which are like half-naked dwarves just running around with big axes. You're like, okay, this spearhead does one thing and only one thing. All right, getting a bit messy here. Mostly because of the centerpiece eye, but just going to throw again one coat of white. Make sure all the gray is covered. That's good enough. Good enough for the moment. All right. My chat dead. No, people are just not talking. All right, cool. But yeah. Plus, Age of Sigmar, again, I really do like how Age of Sigmar plays. Because, like, even when it's, like, the other guy's turn, you're still doing stuff. So, like, I do appreciate that. Like, it's not just, like, on the enemy turn, you're just doing a bunch of, like, save rolls. You're, like, actively attacking, you're actively doing stuff on their turn. Gameplay is fast. Unless you're playing like a 2,000 point game, but I mean, then again, like those games are always like super massive because it's 2,000 points. And you just have a lot of things to move around. Alright. Now to put the one coat on this girl. And her really lovely dynamic pose that she has going on. All right. Yeah, if it's one thing about these sisters I really enjoy, it's how the cloth, like the cloth isn't static. The cloth is always like in movement. It's always in a different shape. It's always doing something. It's bellowing out. It's looking cool, and I appreciate that a lot. It just makes the piece a lot more fun to paint. Again, you have a lot of opportunities just to do the inside a different color. Oh, got some paint on the base. What's your option on burritos? Yes, that's my option. Opinion. Sorry, what's my opinion on burritos? Also, what ingredients? So, when it comes to burritos, I don't make burritos. I normally go to a place. It's called Mucho Burritos. Which is a really nice, I guess generic burrito place. And I normally have white rice on multigrain or white. It's like white rice, mixed vegetables. It's chicken or pork, sometimes shredded pork, if I'm feeling fancy, and then guacamole. Cilantro, and like I know there's like a few other like toppings or like stuffings that you put inside that like it's not coming to me. Corn, I do like corn in there. Yeah, but I do like guacamole. What about you? Do you have like? Yeah, I know. Like I'm like, well, it's like I normally order the same burrito, so like it's really easy to be like rattle off the ingredients because it's just like what I normally get. I feel like a lot of people like in life just have like when they go to like the Subway or like Mucho Burrito or something, they got like the one burrito that they like and they always like order. But I do like burritos. Burritos are actually really nice. Like they're like it's such a handy goddamn tool. And by tool, I mean food. I don't know why the fuck I just called it a tool. But yeah, no, like it's again Mucho Burrito. Like you get like a lot of stuff in too. Like they do not cheap out on the amount that they give you. So that's always good. And it's fairly cheap too. Plus, they give you I think it's Mexican, but it's called like a gelato, which is kind of like a soft drink, like a fruit soft drink, which I really much appreciate. Comes in a glass bottle. It's kind of neat. I don't remember what you told me your favorite MRE ration though. Oh my god, fucking MRE ration. So, technically not an MRE, because Canada had IMPs, which are a bit different. But the universal best one when I was in service, because they change it every year, was spaghetti. I think it was a lunch ration, and it was spaghetti with meatballs. because that kind of tasted like Chef Boyardee. That one was pretty decent. Worst one, again, the worst one that I guess that's the one that everyone kind of remembers, is like it was always fish, breakfast fish. I would say no, lunch fish. It was lunch. Because you got a really crappy main meal, and then you got a really crappy like dessert, which I can't remember what the dessert was. And the worst for breakfast was omelet with salsa, which again we called it the abortion in a bag because it looked like an abortion in a bag. Yeah, I mean here's the thing though, right? Because like we did the rations fairly, which like the rations come in like all the rations come in like a big box, right? And you don't see the ingredients, and all you do is like you reach in, and whatever one you grab, you pull out, right? There's no second like take back seasons. There's no looking at them. Like you just reach in, grab, pull out, because that's like the fairest way of doing it. And like the only time someone actually like switched is like he got like fish 4 days in a row, and he's like, boys, I can't eat fucking fish anymore. And he's like, we're like, yeah, okay. So like, yeah, that's like the fairest, right? Absolute fairest way to do it. But yeah, it was quite the name. But you know what? The name fit, because it just looked like the salsa looked bad, and like everything just was just awful. And the omelet wasn't even that good because it's like, again, it's chemically reheated, and you're like, too much fish. It was just bad fish. Oh, like it was like bad tasting fish, not like the fish itself was bad. I mean, that fish could I'm pretty sure those fish will outlast me. Wonder if they make them better now. I heard they make them a lot better, because like they changed the ingredients, they changed like the meals, because like I heard like you get like tortilla bread, because before we just got bread that was like super packed, unleavened, so like we call them like constipation bricks. And they were literally like, they were like that size, right, with my hands, and about that thick, and like I think they were like a quarter of like a loaf of bread just condensed together, and like they were just like bread pucks that you would eat. And now they actually have like tortilla, like actual like tortilla bread that you eat, and they got like apparently they got like protein powder now. In fact, that might be a stream. That actually might be a stream I might do one of these days. Is like get a Canadian ration pack, like one of the new ones, and actually like test it out to see if it's see if they got better or not. I pray to God they got better. Like, man, if they got worse, like, ugh. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, I don't know if they could get any worse. Although, like, I do remember, like, because when I was in Afghanistan, like, we'd switch our IMPs with MREs, because, like, it didn't matter how good the MRE or IMP is. Even, like, when it came to, like, the spaghetti, like, you will eventually just get tired of eating the same fucking thing. Because we ate those things, like, you know, for years. So, like, I do remember, like the MREs. I remember that they got, like, MREs, like, they got, like, a lot of candy. And, like, a lot of, like, other, like, little snacks with the MREs. And then the main meal, I can't remember what I had, but I remember kind of liking it. I was like, okay, this is kind of interesting. Yeah, I remember the Americans actually liked the IMPs. I can't remember what for, though. I can't remember if it was the coffee or something. Or maybe it was the fucking change of pace. But remember they like something but the IMPs. bellowing cape of the sister. Bit of green I need to touch up over there. Gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass to make that one though, if I'm being completely honest. And just going to do a bit of white on the, because it kind of folds back on itself along the back edge there. Although I'm not going to be too worried about doing the inside of the cape on the inside of the legs there, because like no one's going to see that. You can't even see it on camera. It's nice catching up with you, my guys. I'll see you awfully over here. Much appreciate the shout out. You're the G. Oh, thank you, Knight. Again, go to Knight's channel. A great friend of the channel, and I swear to God, I need to catch more of his streams. A couple days ago, I caught one of his streams, but like, yeah, it really much is like a timing problem with us, because we're in 2 different continents. But thank you very much, Knight. I hope you have a good night, and yeah, I'll see you later, buddy. Yeah, I appreciate you too, buddy. Always appreciate it. I appreciate anyone that comes and stops by in the chat. But I doubly appreciate good friends like Knight. Again, go watch his channel. He's been popping off on Twitter. On Twitch. So, as he's a proper VTuber. Not just like a PNG tuber like me. He has a proper model and everything, which one of these days I guess I should get a proper model. Instead of just stealing this girl's frontline model. Alright. Don't know if I'm actually when I get my model, if I'm going to make it like a male model or a female model. Basically, it's like either I do it like a male model and it's like all cool and like my voice will actually like match the model. Problem with that though is I might get a lot of gay fan fiction, gay porn made when it comes to the fan art. Or I go female and the voice doesn't match, but I get more viewer counts because I can always do the whole cleavage trick. You know, just viewer count's a bit down on the stream. Going to have to release the model with the cleavage, and that gets the boys up and running. Although not too big. You have to be like sizable with the cleavage. I see like some girls are just absolutely, some models rather, are absolute titty monsters. And I feel like you need to strike like a good balance. All right. Got some of the green done, got some of the white done. We got about 30 minutes before I have to go. So I will, I'll do a second coat of white. A second coat of white. Or, Yeah, well, unfortunately, I do work today. I'm leaving in 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes. So, not gone just yet. But I think, a 2-hour painting stream. Like, that's, one of these days, I guess I'll, have to do, a full, proper, 8-hour, painting stream. If my, mouth doesn't. You should have said I have a life outside the internet. I do occasionally have been known to touch grass. Occasionally, though. Only occasionally. All right. Consider you're a grunt in the field. Sounds more like you ate dirt and chewed grass. Well, I'm not a cow, but I did eat a bit of dirt. A bit of flavoring, okay? Sometimes you just gotta flavor that IMP just a little bit more. Some all-natural seasoning. All-natural seasoning. Alright, let's go back to this corset. Clean it up just a bit. Put a second coat on. I was thinking a 6 hour would be better fitting into your schedule. Yeah, I mean, that's if I'm going to do like a 6 hour, that's going to be like a Friday, Saturday type thing. Although that being said, I do enjoy like the 2 hour streams that I do when it comes to like, you know, Monday, Wednesday doing painting. Because, you know, I do them before work and sometimes after work. And it's just always like a chill time. Because all I'm doing is just painting, talking to you guys. Having quite the blast. So, you know, it's I don't know, it's just chill. It's just chill. Again, I always consider these like the self-indulgent stream as I call them. So like, I'm not really worried about like too much about viewer count. All I care is about having someone in chat so I can talk to while I'm just painting. And hopefully, you know, these things are interesting for you guys, and vicariously living through my spending habits. Alright, so I'll flip them all around so I can catch this back over here. Just like that. Alright. Oh, bit of gray on the back here. And then no one's going to see on that side. Yeah, I just wanted to paint the one side just a bit more white. Alright. And then, oh, definitely need to get the back of the corset. I don't think it's indulgent. I mean, if streaming bathing is considered okay on Twitch and what you're doing is actual content. Yeah, I mean, like, again, that's I guess that's like a bit of a joke, but like, yeah, like I'm not doing the whole hot tub streaming in the bikini. Oh my god, fucking man! If I did that, people would pay me just to put clothes on. They'd be like, please don't do this ever again. But yeah, like it's actual content. You know, I'm not like a boob tuber or anything else like that. So quality is debatable, but at least it's content. At least it's actual like content you can watch, just hang out. Alright. Again, don't want to do too much around the arms. Actually gives me an idea. I might make one lead bathtub streaming. Oh my god. Man, how do I say this so it's on safe for YouTube? That certainly is a Canadian healthcare moment for me if I have to do that. Actually, give me probably two versions: one with Lee, the T-Doll, and you. I'm going to have to actually get like an actual OC or like an actual, you know, avatar for that. Which, you know, it's going to be kind of interesting because then I can actually like have, I guess, like the avatar or like, you know, quote unquote Lee, having like modern day. Yeah, I know. I really need one. Honestly, I just don't know what the hell she's going to look like. He or she, I don't know if I'm going with a man. I might go with the girl, so I can just do the whole boob cleavage. Draw him in with the cleavage. And plus, you know, how the milsim community is on Twitter. Apparently, the pipeline to milsim to cross-dressing is is alive and well. Fuck, there's so many cross-dressers. Well, you can always ask me in person as SSG. It'd be paying homage to the anime weeb culture. Yeah. Oh god, I didn't paint a corset. Fuck. Just noticed that. Oh, damn it. Alright. Although that being said, if it's going to be a girl, she's going to be older. She's definitely going to be the older type because I'm old as shit right now. Nothing like, oh, the avatar is like, oh, it's not only is it a girl with a male voice, but like the 20-year-old is talking about how bad her knees are. It's like, yeah, it's like, no. going to have to brace the proper old. Which is kind of funny, like when you go online. I mean, like, I do appreciate. Well, just tell me what you're looking for in a character. Maybe I can come up with something. Yeah, I do appreciate the offer. Like, if I ever do come up with a character idea. Because, again, like, I don't even know what the fuck I want. It's vague notions of something. I'll definitely hit you up. Because, again, for people who don't know, Blank Moment actually does really great work when it comes to art. So, they are in fact an artist. All right. I know I use AI stuff, and it's controversial, but you can always use my design and ask a real artist to draw in their style. I actually don't. That's actually kind of an interesting point you kind of raise up there, like, because I know when I have my commissions, I normally just use I just like type out the commission and use like other art references and stuff like that. But like, I wonder how artists view. I'm going to ask on Twitter, how do artists view when a client comes up to them with like a reference image that's AI? Like, do they like it? Do they understand? Like, because I know like some people use AI just for like, again, as you put it, like as like kind of like a reference or a design reference or like a like a composition. But I wonder, like, do they accept that or do they not, or like what's? Because I know like a lot of artists actually do like it when the commissioner just draws. Like, it doesn't matter like how bad the drawing is, but like if they just give like a visual representation of like how they want the piece to be. And again, like they don't care if it's fucking stick figures. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does run the gambit of like, yeah, probably some of them do like it. But then again, for my curiosity and for complete engagement baiting, I'll go on Twitter and be like, hey, what do you guys think of this? Because, you know, I'm Satan in one community. Let's be Satan in two communities. Let's be the double Satan. All right, doing some of the corset. Oh, need to catch. Oh, damn! I didn't even notice that. There's actually bottom of the corset. Shit, I need to do that. Gonna have to get my point a bit finer. All right. All right, something like that. Oh, a bit of gray. Let me just touch that up. All right, now we're back in business. As for the upper edges of the corset, I'm going to actually have to get my fine brush to do that. Because this brush is just too big. Brush too thick. Can't get the detail right. Without going over the boobs. Just do a bit on the side as well. Something like that. All right. All right. Back of the corset. Didn't do that just yet. Which I don't remember doing that. And then going to have to do the sleeves as well. Although this back isn't really, end of the day, it's not really useful, one might say, because she is going to have a backpack on it. But again, just the little bit of white that pokes out through the backpack. All right, and then the last sleeve. Just like that. All right. All right, just like that. You know what? I actually really do like the fact that I went with the white corset. Because like looking at it now, as you guys can see, it just really kind of like differentiate the colors. And with like the brown, I think the brown of the corset kind of really hid. Like if you like look on this thing, like the brown doesn't really stand out too much, which is a bit of a problem. It doesn't look bad per se, but like yeah, it just doesn't stand out. Making it white, I feel, makes it just pop all that more. Makes it a little bit more exciting. And then just with the white here, do a bit of this, sister. Caught a bit of a greave, but that's not that's okay. Again, it's going to be a copper, a really fucking heavy copper. That's just going to drown out the white. So yeah, when it comes to making mistakes with white, it's not so bad. Having a look at this. Okay, that is a belt underneath there. All right. It was kind of interesting that this corset that this one wears, because like most of them are, most of the corsets are underbust, as they're called, and this one's just a complete overbust, which is kind of interesting. Wonder why they did it like that for this one in particular. All right. Gonna grab a bit of the excess white here. Can actually add another layer over here, because I remember this was the only one layer of cream. That cream color, the bone, wrath bone. That's what it was. So, just like that. Those splotches of white here and there on the model. Not too bad though. All in all, not too bad. All right. We've got one sister left. So I just had to wet the whistle there. One sister left. We'll just do a quick little white on her. And then, actually, I don't even know if we need another coat of white. Now I'm looking at, well, the back. Although I might have to go and get a brighter white if I want to do highlights on this one. Because there is one white brighter than this. I know in Citadel it's called White Scar, and that's like a super bright white. So I might have to pick that up if I want to do a bit of a highlight on the white. Which it sounds weird saying like, I need to highlight white, because it's but it is a thing that you can do. Just gonna grab the tip there, just like that. Cover the edge of this one. Add a thin coat of white. I'm pretty sure, like, looking at this model right now, the base, the white is actually looking pretty good. Don't really need to add a lot of other coats. Yep. All right. Do a bit of touch up. Touch up in the back over here. Can't really see that, but that's okay. All right. All right. Let's see. Where is my bronze curious, but do you have any plans to play grand strategy games with fucking Paradox? Oh, fucking Paradox. No. Fucking. I hate how they do their DLC modeling. Although I do have Hearts of Iron 4. I don't know, man. I fucking... The thing with, like, Paradox games... Just pirate, yeah, that's basically it. We'll play mods, because, again, I really like the... If I was going to play, like, a Paradox game, it'll be Hearts of Iron 4, but I'd play the Old World Blues mod, which puts it in the Fallout setting, which is very, very fun. In fact, most of my playtime in that game is just because I've been playing that one particular mod. But the, yeah, no, Paradox is always, I never liked the deal, like, they're really greedy when it comes to DLC. And their games, essentially at the end of the day, are just buying simulators. Like, you just buy things, and then you just point click on a map, and you're like, okay, here we go. Like, not that very it's not very interesting to me, if I'm being honest with you. It's just like, encirclement, go, done. Like, there's only so many times you can conquer the world as Nazi Germany. You need to understand, Lee, if you play Paradox games, it really helps me make art for you. That, sir, sounds like a bribe. Although, unironically, you really cooked when you make Iron Elf's art. When they were playing that Warno. You did a really good job of that. Excuse me. I hope I covered the mic enough for you. That just came up suddenly. It came up while I was doling out the paint. Oh, God. Ugh. Honestly, CK3 actually looks kind of interesting. If I'm being perfectly honest with you. CK3 does actually look a bit interesting to me. Because it's basically CK2 with better graphics, so I mean, like, you know. Alright, now doing a bit of the bronze. I suggest CK2 because it's already finished and you don't have to buy more DLC. Well, you always have to buy DLC when it comes to a Paradox game. It's like, oh, this feature that should be in the base game? No, we'll just add it to the DLC and make you buy more of it. It's like, oh, thanks, Paradox. Alright. Fuck it, I'll just do the back of the leg bronze. I know technically it's a cloth back there, but you know what? It's like no one really is going to care too much. I have to be a bit careful not to touch the white cloth I just finished painting with the bronze, because that's going to be a hell to clean up. Looking good. The thing with CK series is that you can normally really LARP. Yeah, I mean, like that's one of the like the main drawing points of like the CK, where you can like LARP as your family. As you know, you continue to marry your sister and get more and more, you know, Habsburg. Just doing a base coat with the bronze. But yeah, bribing me, you know. Just bribing me. I'll think about it. I got like a lot of fucking games on the things that I need to like make videos for. I got Prada. I still want to do Radio Not. I still want the Radio Not fucking thing. Still want to make a video series on that because I think it's gonna be super fun. Yeah. Plus I got painting all the other good stuff. Back of the foot as well. The bottom of the foot rather. Probably going to have to grind that up just a little bit. And then you're going to have to do the upper pauldrons. And for that, I need more paint. I'm going to have to be careful around with the boob there, because I know I'm going to accidentally touch it. So that. If you do play Ready or Not, I will maybe make Lee in modern gear and use a Howell automatic rifle. Jesus fucking. But no, I've been playing that game with the AK, because there's an AK variant. And since I normally don't take people in alive, I just imagine myself as just AK-15 just running into like Los Angeles, just gunning people down. Actually, I don't know, Lee using AK, death. death. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, like, AK-15 is, like... Although Lee Enfield, I have a special attachment to. As my raifu, as they call it. Or raifu. AK-15 is, like... I just always like the look and, like, how she acts and stuff like that. She just... speaks to me on a fundamental level. Plus, you know, when she punches people, she creates a sonic boom because she hits them so fast and so hard, so, like, I have to respect that. The strongest doll in the Neo-Soviet Union. Oh, so this is going to be a daily reminder that RPK sucks. Mike got really fumbled when it came to her. That's my hot take. Absolute hot take. They should have kept her a villain. Should have kept her being an absolute villain. Yeah, I mean, they fumbled AK-47 too. Yeah, I mean, like, well, it's like Forgotten Dolls is like, yeah, AK-47, MP-40 was like the Forgotten Doll for like the longest time. Like, there's just like a bunch of them, just like, I mean, hopefully with Girls Frontline 2, they bring back the AK-47. I think the problem with the AK-47 is, like, they went with, like, the, I really try to give honor back to those girls, but it's really hard. Yeah, I know. I think, like, the problem with the AK-47, like, they didn't lean into, like, the Soviet aesthetic. They went more, like, gangster with her, and it didn't catch on. I think like that honestly feels like the problem with the AK-47 because like if they did again like a nice Soviet outfit or something like that, it would have caught on. And I think it should be a lot more popular. I mean, they were just trying something new. I mean, I kind of get what the artist was going for, but like it just didn't pan out. Didn't properly pan out, which is a shame because again, like AK-47, it should have been like again, the world's most popular rifle is somehow the least popular T-girl. Although that being said, I was playing again playing Girls Frontline 2, and like Colfin, the Blue Hill chick that's like that looks like a child that I'm pretty sure is going to be a traitor. I don't know what fucking type of pistol she has. It's like the weirdest looking fucking pistol. It's like, it almost looks like a fucking 22. Like, it's like, is this even 9mm? Like, it looks so small and so fucking weird. Like, who gave the medic a 22? Yeah, I really should make AK-47 again. I miss her. She's a good doll. She is a good doll. Again, hopefully she comes back in Girls Frontline 2. I really don't like Colfane. I like all the characters that introduced so far except her, because she's too like. I don't know, because like there's the engineer chick, who's like really emotional, but like it's really endearing, and then with her Colfin. She's just like really like sweet and like kind of childish, but like at the same time, like I'm pretty sure she's going to stab us in the fucking back. Like I don't trust her. They say use a concealed carry third ACP pistol by a fucking Taurus. Oh my god. Yeah, no wonder she's shit. She's using a Taurus. Garbage. Absolute garbage. But I'll talk more about that on my Girls Frontline stream. Literally, I know. Yeah. I'll talk more about that on my Girls Frontline stream this Saturday at 4 p.m. where I'm changing the time, making it a little bit early. So I'm starting the Friday and Saturday stream at 4 p.m. and see if that helps a little bit for people on the other coast. But ladies and gentlemen, and people who are watching this on the voice chat, and you, blank moment, thank you very much for joining the stream. Thank you very much for watching. But it is time for me to end. So, you guys have a good day, and remember, Panzer Vor.